All right. Whatever. Hey y'all, I want to make something sweet again. This has got Mexican flavors in it. It's called Sopapilla. Cheesecake pastry kind of is what I call it. It's layers of pastry, and it's cinnamon flavored, and it's buttery, and then it has a cream cheese layer in the middle. I know, it sounds fantastic, doesn't it? And so I want to share that with y'all today. I've shared it before on Facebook way back, so we'll do it again. And let's see, let's just get started, guys. First thing we're going to need is 2 softened bricks or blocks of cream cheese, and these are 8-ounce packages. Y'all know I'll put all the other measurements in my recipe. Right here I'm going to put, let me make sure, 1/2 cup sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and this is one of our layers. This is a very easy one. Unlike that tres leches cake that, you know, it took us a while, this one's a real quick and easy, and it is so good. So good with a cup of coffee or anything. It's just wonderful. It's good if you walk by and cut off a piece of it, because that's what I do. That's what I do when it's in my kitchen. That is all we put in here. The first time I made it with everybody on Facebook, I poured my melted butter, my stick of melted butter in there accidentally, and so then I had to do another stick of melted butter, so we had lots of butter in that one. You know what, it was good. But we don't have to be quite that buttery. I had tried to soften these before I came down here because I don't have a microwave down here, guys. I'm old school down here in the canning kitchen. Let's see if we can get stirring around on this for our layer of cream cheese. You don't put an egg in it either. It stays just like this. Right? I know. It seems like you want to put an egg in there. I know. This is the recipe. Sopapilla is a little piece of fried bread with some cinnamon and sugar on it. It's a little Mexican dessert. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? Sounds kind of like a beignet that we put powdered sugar on. And when I make beignets, guys, I'll put a little cinnamon in my powdered sugar. I kind of mix it up, don't I? Okay, this is our one layer right here. We're going to set this to the side, so we're done with that right now. Next, I want to show y'all what we use. We use 2 cans of crescent rolls. Y'all see these? I bought crescent rolls because that's all you used to could get right here, and it's got 8 rolls in there. But since then, since I started making this probably 15 to 20 years ago, since then they've come out with a crescent roll sheet or crescent dough sheet, so it doesn't have the little perforated edges, you know, where they cut these out so you roll into crescents. So I got one of each to show y'all, just in case you can't find that whole sheet. You can still get the crescent rolls. You certainly can. Make sure my dish is clean. This is a 9 by 13, and I am going to spray it with a little bit of non-stick cooking spray, just like that. And we'll open one of our things. It doesn't matter which one. This is the first time I've used a solid sheet there. I think I'll put it on the bottom so you still see the crescents, perforated edges there on your crescent rolls. And you gotta whop it on the side of the counter, don't you? I know it. You'd think they'd come up with a better way to get into those biscuits. It probably is one, and we've never read the instructions, right? I know. That's just what we saw as kids, and we keep on doing it. And then you kind of just unroll it just like this and put it down in there. If you wanted to lay it out and roll it out a little bit, you could, but I don't worry about that. I just kind of move it around in here like that. I think this dish is a little smaller than a 9 by 13. My 9 by 13 is at my oldest son's house. I took them something in it. I've always got dishes all over the place. Do y'all? That's just how I do. I got dishes everywhere. Okay, guys. Now we got that layer in there. That's our little pastry layer on the bottom. So we're going to take our cream cheese mixture we made. And I love to use my offset spatula, but it's up in the house and I'm down in the canning kitchen. I know y'all get tired of hearing me say that, don't you? I know it. I just love this little canning kitchen. I've got all my cameras down here and I've got my lights down here and lots of goodies and lots of my baking stuff. And we built this. It's so crazy how things work in your life. When I met John and dated him, it was right out here on this farm. His grandmother had a canning kitchen not 25-30 feet from where this one's sitting on property. She had already passed away and his grandfather was still alive. He lived to be 95. Papa John Ashley. And so anyway, I saw that canning kitchen and I thought, isn't that fabulous? Because I already cooked all the time. I love to cook up. I've been cooking since I was like 10. I'd be like, I wonder if I could cook that. And I'd go find a church cookbook and I'd find a recipe. And sure enough, if it was something I was looking for, it was in there. But anyway, so when I saw that, I thought that would be fantastic. You could go out there and make your jellies and put up all your peas and all your garden supplies. And I just thought that was wonderful. So I'm trying to smear this out, okay, without my offset spatula, and I'm yakking at the same time. So anyway, what was I going to tell y'all? I don't know. Oh, this canning kitchen. So I told John then, I said, oh my goodness, which I didn't say right away because I didn't know if we were going to get married. You know, you don't say, hey, when we get married, he'd be like, whoa, hold on, slow down. You know how men do. So anyway, I just thought, well, wouldn't that be neat to have? Well, sure enough, a few years later, we did marry. And we lived across the road. We got a double wide. That's what we raised our boys in, is a double wide. I was queen of my double wide. Yes, I was. Let me wash my hands, guys. And so anyway, I'm going to start this second layer on here while I'm telling y'all this story. After we started talking about building a home and everything, and we begun to do that, we started talking about some things we'd want. Well, his grandmother's canning kitchen was still standing, and it was in ruins, or I would have loved to have had it, and it was way bigger than this, and it had side opening windows that you cranked out. Oh, it was just gorgeous. His papa had built brick steps leading up to it, it was just fantastic. But anyway, John said, well, one day we'll get you one, baby. And so he tore that one down because it was just going to be too much to try to fix for us. We were trying to build a house. We were trying to get his mama and daddy in something because they lived over here in Papa's old house. So we had a lot going on. So anyway, it took some years, and I finally got this, and I got it about 2 years back now. And it was strictly for my canning, for the gardening. But and it's funny how I never dreamed I would be making cooking videos, okay, y'all? Believe it or not, I'm kind of shy like that, I thought I could never get on videos, and if you watch some of my very early videos, you can tell I'm bad nervous, and I'm trying real quick just to get you down on the food. I'm just a ball of nerves, and I laugh and I giggle a lot because of my nerves, I think, and that ticks some people off, and I can't help it. Okay, y'all, what I'm doing right now is kind of pinching these little perforated edges together, where those crescent rolls are cut. But I kind of like the little look of it because that's how it first started. You couldn't buy a whole sheet of it, so you had to pinch the edges. But anyway, what I'm saying is God works in just crazy ways. He knows so much more than we do about our future, I just thought I was going to be out here by myself cooking and canning and just doing my holiday baking out here and all that I do anyway. And because I had several people wanting me to teach them how to do things and COVID hit, I thought, well, I can just start doing videos and sticking it out there with just my friends on Facebook, and they can see how to make it because they would call me. And then it just went from there. It just grew, and now we're praying for one another and we're witnessing to one another, and it's my ministry. And I had no idea that's where I was being led, and God was leading me here. And this canning kitchen has turned in to my own little studio for my ministry, you know, for all of us to have this together. And that it almost makes me want to cry, because I had no idea where this was going. I just was going. I thought it was a canning kitchen, but God had a way bigger plan, didn't he? Yeah, he did. And I just love it, you know. It just tickles me. It's so crazy. We were working on this little canning kitchen, and it was really my studio. So it's just silly. But it's still my canning kitchen too, guys. Okay, now I'm going to use my 1/2 cup butter, or 4 ounces of melted butter, or 1 stick of butter. And guys, years ago, I was in a little weight loss group at church. On Wednesday nights we would meet, and the preacher's wife was doing a weight loss program with us. Some of us girls who wanted to watch our weight. Miss Sue, hey Miss Sue. And we had a good time, and it was great fellowship doing it. But I made this, at the end of it, we all cooked several dietary type meals to show everybody alternative ways you could eat and still watch your weight. So I did use fat-free crescents, and I used fat-free cream cheese, because I made this. Isn't this crazy? I know. And I didn't use butter. I used something like, I can't believe it's not butter, or one of those light kind of things, a margarine type thing. Yuck. No, because I love butter. But anyway, just for less calories and less fat. And so I'm telling you that you can change this a bit. And for the sugar, you could use Splenda. So what I'm saying is you can change it, you know, and you can make it a little less fattening. But I'm making this for the weekend, and I always say weekend calories don't count. Yay! So we're going full on, because weekend calories don't count, right? Okay, we put that butter. Next, we need 3 tablespoons of sugar. For our topping, we're just going to do a little streusel-like, or just a sprinkle topping on top. It's really good. And it'll absorb, that butter will absorb it all. Okay, 1, let me count, guys. 2, 3. There we go. And then next into that is 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. And I'll kind of stir this around just a little bit. Just like that. And be honest with you, I usually use my fingers, guys. Oh, and I need 3/4 cup of pecans, and I need them to be chopped. And I meant to do that before I got on here with y'all, and I'm sorry, I forgot. I am so sorry. Yes, I am. All right, y'all, let me find my knife and dry it, and we will get to chopping over here. But yeah, anyway, I'm so thankful to finally be able to have this little canning kitchen, and I thought I'd be out here just talking with myself and lonely, and here y'all all are. Here y'all all are with me, and I'm full of joy. Yes, I am. A lot of y'all say that you wish you were as happy as me, and I wish you were happy too, but I'm not always happy. I get on here and I smile and everything, but I've always been that kind of person that wherever I worked, I had a smile on my face and I was chipper, and I may have just left something awful back at the house. You know, that's just the kind of person I am. It's like, I'm not going to let anything steal my joy. You know what I mean? Plus, I thought nobody else wanted to know my worries and my woes. You know, that's just how I am. It's just the kind of person I am. And if you fake it till you make it, you just might get happy, right? You just keep laughing and carrying on, and eventually you'll be happy. But I prayed a lot about it, and somebody even talked to me about depression, and I said I've suffered from depression many times in my life. More than not, to be honest with you, I really have. And I've prayed and I've prayed and I've read my Bible and I've prayed and I exercise a lot. Y'all notice I'm always saying I'm working out. I work out because, you know, that releases the endorphins that helps with depression and things like that. So I don't want to seem like this person that's just got it all together to y'all, because y'all, I don't, okay? I am real, and I have junk happen, and I have good stuff, and I have bad stuff. I thank God that I've got him to get me through it, because he'll give us good stuff, and then when we get the bad stuff, he gives us strength to get through that bad stuff. So I'm so thankful. I don't think I could have made it through half of what I've made it through in my life without Jesus in my life. I know I wouldn't. But anyway, guys, I don't know why I got off on all that. Maybe somebody needed to hear that. So if it was you, then yes, you probably feeling a little bit better, huh? Alright, y'all see what I'm doing with this sugar and chopped pecans and cinnamon? I am sprinkling this on here just like that, and I just have to use my hands just to kind of get it evenly distributed out there. Y'all know what I mean? It already looks so good, doesn't it, guys? I'm gonna put this in the oven 350 degrees for 30 minutes, and then I'll come back on here and show y'all what we do to finish it up. We're gonna make a glaze to go on top of that Sopapilla dessert when it comes out. I am looking for my cup measure. I've been washing dishes, guys. So let me get this dried out, and we'll get us 1 cup of powdered sugar or confectioner's sugar. Yes, we will. Make sure my microphone's still working. Yes. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I've got to get me a little canister down here for my powdered sugar, don't I? I don't have to, but I want to. I want to. My YouTube camera just did some weird flicker. Why did it do some weird flicker, guys? I don't know. Alright. We got us a cup of powdered sugar. And we're going to do 2 tablespoons of milk in here. Y'all see I had to bring some milk down in here in a mason jar. Find my tablespoon. Where be my tablespoon? Lookity, lookity, looky. Here it is. So I'll do 2 tablespoons of milk. 1, 2, and then I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Y'all, let me close this right now before this hits the floor, and you can only imagine, right? I've had things like that happen. Yes, I have. And 1 teaspoon of this vanilla. I washed my teaspoon too. Here we go. Y'all see this dessert is so good. It's so good with a cup of coffee in the morning, in the afternoon. Like I say, just walking by. Just walking by and cutting you off a little slither. It's good. Alright, guys. And it looks dry, but you get to stirring on it and it will come together. So don't give up on it. If you've never done that before, you'll learn that powdered sugar, it just breaks down when you put that liquid in there. Let me come show y'all. I'm coming around. Y'all see this? Let me show. See how it is? About like that. Just like that. And we've got our glaze ready. So I'm going to finish tidying up around here when this comes out. As y'all see, it's gotten dark. It's time for me to go in, go find John. He and I are little workaholics. We, no matter how late, he's come in the yard before at night. And I'm still out in the yard pulling weeds out of my flower beds way down the driveway. And you can't even see me. He'll see like a white t-shirt and he'll say, "Baby, is that you?" And he's been working just the same. We're two peas in a pod, I tell you. We're our own worst enemies. We just don't ever stop. But anyway, guys, I'll be back when this thing comes out of the oven. Oh my goodness, y'all. I just took it out of the oven. Let me come show y'all close up. I know y'all want to see it close up. Look how good this looks. Do you see the layer? You got pastry, cream cheese, and then pastry with a streusel top. It's delicious. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all must make this. And we're not finished. But wait, there is more. Yes, there is. All right, we've got our glaze. And I'm going to kind of stir it up a little bit again. Wake it back up. And then just drizzle it on here however you want to. Swirly swirl, or however you want to do it. It'll be good any and every way. Yes, it will. Yes. Y'all know I'm not going to waste this. No, I'm not. So I've got a spatula too. Yes, I do. Go back and forth. This is something that y'all see how easy that was. It's all ready-made ingredients for us to do. We didn't even have to get out a mixer, did we? Nope. Nope, we didn't, did we? And it is one of my favorites, all-time favorite desserts. Yes, it is. There it is, guys. Y'all go make this and enjoy it, and make it on the weekend, because then your calories don't count. See y'all later. I said I was gone, but y'all knew better, didn't you? Someone sent me a sweet message, and y'all all send me tons of sweet messages, and I love them all, and I take snapshots of many of them. This one asked me to give her son a shout out, and I'm going to read this story to y'all, and y'all will understand why I'm reading it to y'all, and we're going to give him a little shout out. He watches the show with her, and that is sweet. That is so sweet, mom and son time. It says, "Hey Amy, I know you don't know me and my family, but I have a special favor to ask. And if you can't or don't want to, no worries." Well, of course I do want to. But my son, Jesse Shands, graduates next month, May 21st. She wrote me in April, but it's May. He's graduating tomorrow, isn't he? By the time this posts, it'll probably be maybe a day or two after. He has had a rough life. I'm a survivor of domestic abuse. I was on life support. Surgeon didn't think I was going to make it. My son was the witness in court. Anyway, long story, been a single mom throughout until I met the love of my life. I'm trying to find it. I had to take several pictures to get it all. Met the love of my life. My son has been through so much. It would make you cry if I told you. Anyway, through everything, he stayed committed to school. Good for you. Good for you, Jesse. That's great. And he is an honor roll student graduating in the Royal Society of Theater on May 5th. I am so proud of him with all my heart, and he was accepted into Radford University on a scholarship, and the youth pastor asked him to take over the youth as teacher at the church. Wow! Jesse, I'm amazed. I am amazed. She says, a huge honor. I'm such a proud mom, and you should be. Yes, you should. And if you can't or don't feel comfortable doing that, it's just fine. Just thought I would ask. My son and I watch your videos all the time. Love you, girl, and love watching you and John cook. And I love how you both are so affectionate and toward each other, and how he supports you with cooking on your videos. You both are true examples of love, and how John prays and blesses the food every time you cook. So sweet, Lisa. This came from Lisa, and now I'm giving her son a shout out. Sounds like he is headed certainly in the right direction, and God's leading and guiding him the whole way. I'm so thankful. But I read that to y'all because I know many of us have stories very similar to Lisa and Jesse. including myself. So that's all we can do is rise above, and look to God. And sometimes the things hard in our life really makes us lean on God, doesn't it? I know that I do. I know when things are going rotten in my life, I'm just all up in God's business, you know. And when things are going great, I don't have as much time, and I've recognized that through the years and said, Amy, it's going to go the other direction, girl, if you don't pay attention. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about that, and I bet some of y'all can really relate with that. I know I can in ways. I certainly can. So, anyway, y'all keep him in your prayers, and please pray that God continues to guide Jesse. He sounds like he's wonderful. He chose the right path. He certainly did. Yes, he did, Jesse. So anyway, I'm excited about your future. It sounds like it's going to be just grand and wonderful. And I will see y'all later.